Vanessa and Katherine, my husband Kevin actually spoke with you.
I was just going to say, you're Kevin's
I
wife.
know, you guys. Oh, you're the cutest.
And Vanessa, I spoke with you. I spoke with you and Ellen a couple months ago for Pieces of a Woman. Katherine, I'm a huge fan. I absolutely love Queen of Earth with Elizabeth Moss. So I'm so excited to talk with you for the first time today. I absolutely love this movie. I think I was vacationing in Romania a month before you guys shot there, and I just loved seeing it again. It was so, so pretty. I absolutely loved the friendship and the relationship between these two women. I wanted them to be together so badly. And I love it when Katherine, your character Abigail, is writing these letters. And it made me think, besides Valentine's Day with Kevin and I, I'm like, when's the last time I hand wrote a letter to somebody? So I'm curious for the two of you, Katherine, when's the last time you hand wrote a letter to someone?
Oh, God, you know what you're making me realize? My friend, the amazing filmmaker, Janixa Bravo, is a great postcard writer. And I think I'm like 3 postcards behind. So that's on the to-do list. But I actually write a lot of letters.
Oh, wow.
I'm an old-fashioned girl. I like a handwritten thank you note. I like a surprise.
You wrote me
in the
one
mail
last week.
Oh yeah, I wrote you last week. That was hand delivered though. I don't know if it counts without a stamp.
It counts.
Anyway,
well,
it was handwritten.
Vanessa, for you, when's the last, do you write a lot of letters? I mean, I write thank you notes and stuff around holidays, but not the way these two women were.
No, I do love a good letter, but actually I haven't for a while. There is a charity called the Death Row Support Project where people write to inmates that perhaps have been unfairly accused. You know how many there are in America. And my sister's been doing it for many years. And I started during lockdown last year. So.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Well, really quick last question for you. I have spoken to a lot of actors over the last year about intimacy coordination. And I know specifically I read that Kate Winslet, her and Saoirse Ronan worked together, she said personally, for Ammonite. And I'm honestly just curious for the two of you, did you guys work with Mona, or was it the two of you that kind of figured out what you were going to do? And was there an intimacy coordinator on set? Vanessa, I'll begin with you.
We worked very closely with Mona. She showed us a lot of pictures. She showed us a lot of scenes from other things that were inspiring, what she didn't want to do, did want to do. But to be honest, there was so much trust between Katherine and I. We were such good mates that it was so easy. A coordinator would have got in the way, I think. In this instance, I felt like, I couldn't feel safer with someone like Katherine, who I love so much. So that was all good for us.
Amazing. Katherine, really quick, just to wrap, did you feel the same way? Like in regards to do you guys necessarily not rehearse before you film, but is it just more of a conversation of figuring out what you're going to do prior to filming?
I think it was handled like all the other scenes. What story are we telling here? And I think, sometimes what's forgotten in the filming of sex scenes is that it's not meant to be like a montage of body parts that is a tack on, an add-on that lives outside of the narrative. This was, very intentional to give the audience a feeling of what they might have had. It's actually a little bit unclear even where fantasy ends and begins. So brief, and that was something that I think Mona wanted it to feel like chopped up vignettes. Is it the same day? Is it multiple days? And so, I think it's really important to just be able to really understand why you're doing such a thing and make sure it contributes to the film, which was important to all of us. And so I think that's how we got to what we made.
Yes. Well, congratulations to you both. Vanessa, congratulations on all the Pieces of a Woman love. I loved this movie so much. And I loved specifically, like you said, Katherine, at the end with Mona kind of putting it in that particular moment in regards to fantasy versus reality. I actually didn't think of it that way. It was really beautiful what you said. Thank you both so much for your time today. I've been waiting so long to talk to you and I'm so excited. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Stay safe.
Bye.
Well, Mona and Christopher, congratulations to the both of you. I loved this film so much. I actually think I was in Romania a month prior to when you shot this, Mona. I absolutely love Romania. It looked so beautiful. And honestly, the scenery and the atmosphere are such a big character in the movie. It literally affects what these people are doing. So I was curious for you, what was the biggest challenge in filming in Romania? And then I'm assuming the best thing was just the natural beautifulness of it. But what was the most challenging thing about filming there? Mona, I'll start with you first.
Well, thank you so much. Yeah, no, the nature of obviously is so beautiful there, and we had a really good crew as well working with us. But I do, yes, the biggest challenge is that there's a lot of wild dogs on the countryside.
Oh, wow.
So so during scouting, we had to like run away from packs of wild dogs a couple of times. That was really challenging. And then also just the remoteness of the location. Like sometimes we had to carry the equipment, just form a line and have crew carry all the equipment up to top of a hill because it was too muddy to get any of the trucks up, or
Oh my gosh.
yeah. So just that sort of, it is as wild and as untamed as it looks, really.
Really? Yeah. Christopher, you know, with your character, there's always like this unpredictability when you're acting with animals. Mona just mentioned, I know that there was these wild animals around, but there's these also animals in the film that are on the farm that you have to work with. Do you have any kind of like happy accidents that happened when working with the animals, or something that ended up and maybe being in the film?
No, just accidents. I'll never drive a horse carriage again.
Oh my gosh.
It was miserable. I hated it.
How many times did you have to do that?
Well, enough to scare the life out of me. You know, it's like I'm good. It's like, you know, people pretend to try to be all like, man, like I can do it. It's like, you know what, keep it. No thanks.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the searing memory that is left on me from working with the animals there.
Yeah. Well, you know, Catherine's character, Abigail, she kind of uses her journal as almost like a meditation and something that she genuinely looks forward to every day. I'm curious for you guys, you know, when you're on set and when you're working, what's that kind of thing that you do to wind down, or something that you look forward to when you're working that's personal for you? Mona, for you, like, is there something that you do to kind of particularly wind down when you're done filming for the day?
Yeah, we did on our way up into the mountains, Chris and my partner tracked down like a couple of cases of like really beautiful wine, and that we brought with us. So I think that is how we finished the day. And then it doesn't really matter if, you know, if you had a fight with someone, or if something got really intense or difficult, because at the end of the day, crew and the cast and everybody's just, you know, having a glass of wine together.
Brady and I would cook too. I was more concerned about that than my acting job. What is that?
Yes.
The last question for you, Christopher, I have to ask. My husband and I recently watched Possessor, and that movie has just stuck with me so much.
Right.
I honestly just want, and I'm a huge fan of Girls as well. I love this. My favorite episode is the episode with you and Allison. I'm a huge fan of you guys from that show. But with Possessor, what is something that you just like learned about yourself as an actor after filming that movie? Because it's just a movie that has been stuck in my mind since I've seen it a few days ago.
Well, it's such a genre kind of film. You know, like obviously there's no, you know, it's basing things that aren't in reality into reality, and you have to kind of play the game of what if, right? So it's like, what if this kind of technology was possible? So I mean, just that as an exercise in itself, I thought was new and fun.
Yeah, no, well, thank you for speaking on that. Congratulations to the two of you. I can't wait to talk to Katherine and Vanessa as well. I thought this movie was gorgeous, and I can't wait for people to see it. Thank the two of you for your time so much today, and stay safe.
You too.
Thank you so much.